Hello. I've been thinking a lot about why it takes us such a long time to go after what we want, those things we talk about, those things we're thinking about and dreaming about. Why does it take us such a long time to move forward and act on those things? Obviously, I think it has to do with fear. A lot of us, we don't know where to start. That's number one. And number two, we're afraid of taking a leap. And a leap is something that terrifies people because it's really this. Well, what if I leap, fall down, and break something? What if I get hurt? I'm saying you're probably gonna get hurt. It's possible. You're probably gonna get betrayed. It's possible. But you gotta take a leap anyway. You gotta jump anyway. And most people are saying, but Angelo, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. You don't know what you're asking me to let go of. You don't know the pain that's associated with this leap. You don't get it. Okay, well, I'm gonna ask you this question then. What is your life producing right now? What are you producing in your life right now? And does it look like what you wanted to produce? Does your life feel like something you're going through with some passion, with some energy, with some vigor? Or does it feel like something that this trip, this slow, unbearable trip between, anger and frustration with a bunch of stops at depression? Does it feel like that? When you wake up in the morning, what does it feel like? Does it feel like, hey, I want to get up and get something out of this day? I can get more out of life today. I can discover a new version of me. Or does it feel like something, some kind of a curse that you wish would hurry up and end soon? Right? You've got to go forward with it because when you look at your life and start asking yourself a question, what does my life look like right now? What does my life look like? Right? Does it look like something I want to be in? What does my life look? Ask yourself that. What does your life look like? And what's the benefit of holding on? What's the benefit of being afraid? What's the benefit of not trusting yourself? What's the benefit of staying right where you are, a place that you don't like to be? What's the benefit? All right? Don't let no's intimidate you. Don't let not knowing where to start intimidate you. Leap anyway. You see, the thing about not knowing where to start is this: desire discovers talent, right? If your why is deep enough, right? So you have a dream, you have something you want to do, and you know it's going to change your life. So what's the why? What's the reason you're doing it? Well, I'm doing this because of my kids. I'm doing this because I want them to have something more than I had, right? I'm doing this for myself. I'm doing this because I can't live a life feeling trapped. I want to be able to express myself in this universe, right? That's your why. See, the why will take care of the how. So if you don't have the how, don't worry about it. Leap anyway. And no's, a lot of people are terrified of no's. They don't want to hear no. They don't want to hear a door or see a door slam in their face. They don't want any of that. What I'm telling you is that no's open up more doors than yeses. That's the reason Jay-Z is one of the best rappers of all times. Right? It's the reason that Mickey Mouse exists today because what? Walt Disney was fired from his job at a paper for a lack of imagination and for having no good ideas, right? It's the reason Oprah Winfrey is a multi-billionaire today, right? She was fired from her first job at the TV studio. Why? Because she became too emotionally invested in her stories, right? No's will open up more doors than yeses. And the thing about no's is that successful people do with do with no's what unsuccessful people cannot do with no's, right? What they won't do with no's. Successful people use no's as a reason to come back stronger, to hit harder, all right, and to be more creative. That's what they do with it. That's why they come back harder because they've heard a bunch of no's. The people who you admire, who you look up to, who you've heard about, a lot of these people have heard no's multiple times, and they've had to come back and reinvent themselves and discover new energy, discover new ways. That's the value of a no. It opens up more doors than yeses, right? So don't be afraid of a no, and don't be afraid of not knowing how to start. Leap anyway. I'm thinking of a few friends of mine. Years ago, we were sitting outside having a couple of beers, and this really beautiful girl, comes walking up to us, and I didn't realize at the time she was dating, or she had been dating one of the guys I was with. So she walks up, he stands up to greet her, kisses her, and he starts introducing her to all of us, to the two of us. And in the middle of him trying to do all that, she says, "No, don't worry about that. You don't have to do that. Listen, this relationship isn't working out. It's over. Right? I barely see you. When I see you, you act like you don't want to be around. We don't spend enough time together. And you know what? I don't even think I can trust you. All right, here, your keys. It's over." So she starts walking that way, and he's stammering. He's talking after her, stammering. Hey, listen, babe, hey, hold up, wait a minute, hold on. She didn't turn back. She kept walking. So he's shocked, sits down slowly, and I didn't know what to say to the guy. I don't know what do you say to somebody who just got dropped. I didn't know what to say to him. I was, doing all this. I was looking around for things that weren't there, doing the Stevie Wonder, doing all that. I didn't know what to say to them. What do you say to somebody who just got the hammer just came down on them? It was humiliating. It was embarrassing. I didn't know what to say to the guy. But the other guy I was with, they called this guy BT. His name is BT. We called him BT because we called him bad timing. He was just awful. He had the perfect sense of bad timing. If it could be said at the wrong time, he was always on point and he said it. So his name was BT. So BT is there looking at this guy in his face, and he's just trying to console him and says, "Whoa, man, listen, wow, that's heavy. I mean, I just want you to know that, if you got to talk to anybody, if you need to talk anything out, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I got you. All right? Okay, wow. Hey, listen, by the way, since you two aren't going to be dating anymore, do you mind if I ask her out?" You wanted to know if he could ask out the girl who just destroyed this guy. He said, "Can I ask out?" I was shocked. I was terrified and petrified. I was shocked. I was thinking to myself, why would you do this? How could you do this? I was just shocked. And if this guy, if his heart weren't so broken, I think he would have punched BT in the mouth. It was shocking. So I was hanging out with BT about 2 nights later, and I went up and I said, "BT, yo, listen, why? Why would you do that? Why on earth would you ask him that? His girl just broke up with him. You were there. That was devastating. It was humiliating. Why would you do that?" And his answer changed my life. He said, well, he might have said yes. He might have said yes. And I said, wow. It hit me like a force, because here's a guy, right? Here's somebody who's willing to risk pain, who's willing to risk a punch in the face for a maybe. For a maybe. You see, that's the attitude you've got to have. That's the attitude right there. You've got to develop this might be the day attitude, all right? This might be the day. Oh, why do you wake up so early? This might be the day. Well, why do you keep coming back? Why do you keep acting so strong? Well, because this might be the day, all right? Why do you keep asking that question? Because this might be the day. This might be the day I discover myself. This might be the day I get my breakthrough. This might be the day I fall in love. Right? This might be the day. That's the kind of attitude you've got to have when it comes to looking at what it is that you want. This might be the day, right? What you want has nothing to do with where you came from or what happened to you. A lot of people think that what's possible in their lives is strictly determined by where they came from and what happened to them. No, you have no idea how far you can go, how far you can stretch, how far you can reach, all right? See, when BT said that, right, he said, well, he might have said yes. What he was saying was this, and this is a big lesson I want you to hold on to. What he was saying was really this. He was saying that for the person who just lost, it may never be the right time. It may not be the right time, but for the person who's always prepared to win, it's always the right time. That's the message. That's the attitude. All right? So you've got to take that thing and hold on to that and figure out, well, how can I apply this into my life? Take this might be the day mentality that everything comes together for me. You don't know what's possible in your life. You have no idea how far you can reach, how far you can stretch, how creative you can be. You have no idea. People telling you, hey, you can't do this, that doesn't matter. You have no idea what's possible for you, and because you don't even know what's possible for you, they have no clue what's possible for you. So you've got to keep going and keep pushing and keep leaping. There's some pain involved, but you got to go past the pain. And I'm telling you, what's on the other end is more rewarding than anything you can think about right now. All right? So you got to go in there, take that attitude with you. This might be the day. This might be the day. I'm saying that because I know there's something in you. I know something about you, and there's something in you saying, I want more. I want more. I want to be happier. I want more financial freedom. I want to do more than where I am right now. I want to fall in love again. You never know. This might be the day. My name is Angelo, and I'm the Motivator. Thank you.